Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching today's video. So now that spring is officially here, and it has been for a little while, but it's starting to feel like spring. So I thought I would sit down and share all of my spring beauty staples. I'll be using these products a lot over the next few months. I've been loving them, and I'll probably be using them as we head into the summer as well. I always switch up my beauty products every season. I feel like different seasons just call for different things. So today I wanted to round up all of my favorites: makeup, hair care, fragrances, body care, and share them with you in today's video. I feel like my makeup and my shirt are giving off very fall vibes today, and I do have some lighter, softer products to share with you guys, but I guess I was just feeling something more dramatic and smoky today. So anyway, let's jump into it and I'll share my favorites with you. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is definitely a spring staple. It's actually something I discovered back in 2019, and then I recently repurchased it during the recent Sephora VIB sale, and I am so excited to have it in my hands again for this spring season. It is the Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. So like I've said in a lot of recent videos, I don't know what happened to this. I had it in my collection and then I either decluttered it or gave it away. All I know is that one day I didn't have it, and typically when the spring rolls around, that's when I miss it the most because it is such a staple spring palette. You get two different cheek products that are creams and then two different powder products. I just feel like this has everything you need, whether you want more of a soft, subtle look or something really dramatic. You can definitely use that beautiful cream red toned blush and build it up. I also love that the coral shade in here has like a pretty intense sheen to it because it just gives your cheeks the most beautiful glow. So I am so excited to have this back in my life. I've been using the Natasha Denona Glam Face and Eye Palette quite a bit, so that's really what prompted me to buy this because I've just been enjoying her cheek products a lot lately. I definitely enjoy her eyeshadows, but her cheek products do look really beautiful on the face, and I feel like this is just the most ideal option for the spring season. So I'm so happy to have it again, and if you're looking for a beautiful cheek palette, I think you'll enjoy this one. I love the different textures, the different finishes. It's such a nice option. When it comes to cheek products during the spring, I definitely prefer for the focus to be like blush and highlighter, which is why I'll be using this one quite a bit. But when I do wear bronzer, I usually opt for more of a subtle bronzer rather than something too intense. I might go a little bit more heavy-handed with bronzer during the summertime, but this spring I've really been enjoying the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I've enjoyed this for a long time. It's not a new product by any means, but it is such a staple for me. I have a couple of different cream bronzers in my collection at this point, but the reason why I like this one is because it is so soft and so subtle, but it's so quick and easy to apply. I'll just take like a contour brush or a stippling brush and just blend this all over, and I feel like I get a very soft bronze without it being over the top. Even if you have a heavy hand, you can't really go overboard with this. There are obviously some deeper shades if you have a darker skin tone or you want more of a saturated look, but I have the shade Tan Lines, and this works perfectly for my skin tone right now. So if you have a similar skin tone to me, then I think you'll really enjoy this one. And the formula is just so good. I love this because it's just not hard to work with. It's not hard to blend out. It's super easy. I feel like whenever spring rolls around, I typically want to do something a little bit different to my hair, and this product is perfect if you are feeling the same way. If you just want to boost your color or add a really beautiful glossy sheen to your hair. I discovered the brand Glaze about 6 months ago, and I fell in love with their products, so I do want to say thank you to Glaze for sponsoring this portion of today's video. So this is a semi-permanent gloss that just gives your natural hair a really beautiful boost. You get that like just left the salon feeling at home. It takes 10 minutes. It's such a quick, simple process, and these are actually really affordable. It does come in 9 natural shades as well as a transparent. I use the shade Chocolate Gleam. I just applied it last night just to give my hair a refresh, and I love this because it's pretty close to my regular hair color, but it definitely gives me more of a rich tone, which I just love. Just a shade matching tip: if you're trying to decide which shade to go with, you're not sure, stick with one that's pretty close to your current shade. You can choose one that's going to warm it up or cool it down or just boost the overall vibrancy of your hair. And if you have blonde hair or highlights, definitely stick with the lighter blonde shades for the best results. So Glaze uses what they call kind color technology, which combines gentle dyes with hydrating fatty acids and vitamin E. So you get that vibrant glossy color, but it also repairs your hair in the process, which I definitely notice. I heat style my hair a lot, and I feel like my hair can look pretty damaged because of all the heat that I use on it. I can't help it. I love the flat iron. I love the curling iron. So I love that I can use this regularly, and not only does my hair look boosted in terms of the color, but it actually feels and looks so much softer, a lot more healthy, and it also feels a lot less damaged. Glaze also recently launched their Super Prime, which is a repairing and priming treatment that you can use before you go in with their super glosses. So it's a super simple process. I just spray my hair all over with the Super Prime, and this is going to really prep your hair for even color application. It also helps to retain and boost the color vibrancy. So I'll just make sure it's evenly distributed and my hair is pretty damp. Then I'll just take my super gloss gloss and apply it from my roots all the way to my ends. And I like to apply it all over my hair just to make sure that it's evenly spread throughout. I'll wait 10 minutes and then just rinse and style my hair. The results will last up to 10 washes, and I think that this is such a good deal in terms of value because each bottle has multiple uses depending on how much you use. For me, I have pretty long hair and I can get about 3 applications out of each bottle, and the bottle is only $16. And I have a coupon code, so if you use my code Andrea20, you can get 20% off your first order, which brings this down to $12.80. It is such a steal. I think that you get amazing salon quality results at home in 10 minutes. It's such a quick process. This product is cruelty-free, it's vegan, there is no ammonia, sulfates, silicones, or parabens. I'm going to put a link in the description box below along with my coupon code so you guys can try it out. I know a ton of you have told me that you've purchased this and you love it, so I would love to know what you guys think, which color you use. Chocolate Gleam is my favorite if we have similar hair colors, but thanks again to Glaze for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I'm going to kind of jump back and forth between makeup favorites and other beauty favorites, so let me mention 2 eyeshadow palettes that I've been loving for the spring. I did do an entire video on my go-to palettes for spring, but there are 2 in this video that I wanted to mention. So the first one I am wearing on my eyes today. This is the Flower Beauty Desert Lights palette. I've talked about this a little bit on my channel because it's such a gorgeous palette if you love shimmer shadow. I feel like at this point a lot of us have multiple eyeshadow palette options, and if that's the case, you probably have a matte formula that you love, but for me, I'm always looking for like the next best shimmer formula. And I know that I've mentioned this a few times, but you guys, it is so good. It is such a springtime staple for me because these look like liquid metal on the eyes. I do have one on my eyes today. I have like the bronzy brown tone shadow over here all over the lid. I wouldn't say this is like my go-to spring eyeshadow look, but I've been wearing a lot of like lighter, softer pastels, and I was just feeling something a little bit more smoky tone today. But there are definitely beautiful pinks in here, a gorgeous gold. If you do want something really smoky and intense, the dark brown is amazing. And this really is such a perfect option for the spring season. You can do one and done eyeshadow looks. You can incorporate it into your routine with another palette, but I think this just kind of screams spring to me, and it gives your eyes the most beautiful glow. I also wanted to share this little palette from Essence. I've been using this one quite a bit, and I do like it more than I originally thought I would. It's the My Rose Will Go On eyeshadow palette, and it comes with 6 rosy toned eyeshadows. Well, one is like a softer pearl shade, but this just gives you a very subtle pink look, and it's so quick and easy to use. The matte shadows are really blendable. The shimmers are a little bit less intense than the Flower Beauty palette, but you still get a really beautiful complete look. So if you like pink eyeshadow, but you don't want like an entire large palette of pinks, this could be a fun option for you. ColourPop released a really cute collection for spring in collaboration with Peeps, and by the time this video goes up, I think Easter will probably be over, or it might be right around that time. So you might not necessarily be looking for like a full-on Peeps collection, but they did release 3 new glowing lips, and I cannot get enough of these. I've talked about them so much recently on my channel, on Instagram, on TikTok, because they're so gorgeous. The existing shades that they already have on the ColourPop website are neutrals. They have some pinks, some red tones, but these are 3 brighter colors that are so much fun for spring. So whether you're into Peeps or not, I definitely think these 3 shades in particular are worth checking out. There's a really beautiful kind of corally orange. There's a really pretty lilac purple that pulls a little bit more pink on the lips, and then there's also a brighter pink as well. They also did some Super Shock eyeshadows, which I love. The packaging is super cute, but I love that they did brighter colors because again, I've kind of been back into colorful eyeshadow, not today, but just in general. So they did some really beautiful brighter colors like a pink, a purple, a blue, a yellow, like your typical Peeps colors. And I will say these are a little bit more expensive than the other Super Shock shadows because it is a collaboration collection. So it might be worth going on the ColourPop website to see if you can find an alternative that's a little less expensive, but I'll still swatch these for you in case you're into them because I do think the colors are really pretty for spring. I did want to mention 2 of my favorite fragrances for spring. I've been getting back into perfume lately, which just makes me so happy. There are so many amazing scents out there. I feel a little bit overwhelmed, but I recently tried the brand Good Chemistry. This brand is sold at Target and they have amazing scents. Honestly, every single one that I've used is really, really good, but these 2 are probably my favorite for spring. So the first one is this one. This is the one that I typically wear. It's called Queen Bee. I'm not good at describing scents, so let me tell you the top notes. They're black currant, peony, and amber. This one smells so good. This one has really been my go-to over the last few months. I feel like it's such a good winter transitioning to spring scent because it's not overly floral. I feel like it definitely has more of a fruity scent to it, and I just really enjoy it. Now, one that's a little bit more unique to my personal collection is Tiger Lily. This one is going to be more of like a spring to summer fragrance for me. The top notes are orange flower, vanilla, and amber. This one definitely has more of like a warm floral scent, but it's not overly floral. So I just wanted to mention two of my favorites. These are definitely affordable options. They're under $30, but they also make these smaller travel sprays, which I love. So if you feel like you don't need an entire bottle of perfume, you can just go with a travel spray and get a good amount in here as well. We're going to speed through the lip products because I feel like I tend to mention the same lip products over and over, but honestly, when they're a favorite, and I don't want to skip over it just because I have mentioned it in the past. So I'll just go through this part kind of quickly, but I have been loving the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lips. I think I tried these for the first time back in the fall, and I thought they were a nice option for the fall because they are definitely more on the hydrating side, but I think they are so perfect for the spring. I'm wearing one today, so I have the shade Coconut on, but I have it over a lip liner. I did get a little set of these during the holidays, so I'm not sure which shades are limited edition, which ones are still available, so I'll swatch the ones that are available for you guys in today's video. But this is like a melted lipstick in the best way. It gives you this gorgeous glossy sheen. It is so incredibly comfortable. They are more on the sheer side, but you can build them up a little bit if you want more color or layer them over a lip liner. They just came out with a new plumping version that I definitely want to try, but this really has been one of my go-to products. It's so nice for everyday wear, but it's glossy and it stays in place a little bit better than like a typical lip gloss, which is why I love it so much. I almost didn't mention these because I think I've talked about them in like every one of my YouTube videos, but this really is a springtime staple for me. These are the Tower 28 ShineOn Lip Jellies. They're very, very lightweight. They're so glossy. I've kind of been describing them as a lip oil lately because they do feel more like a typical lip oil than a lip gloss. I just got the shade Pistachio, which is a really pretty option for like everyday wear. These are really sheer, so don't let the color in the tube fool you because they're not that intense on the lips, but I love these because they're perfect to throw in your purse for on the go. You can apply them without a mirror. They're effortless. They're comfortable. So good for everyday wear. And then I just recently picked this one up. It is the NYX This Is Juice Gloss, and I got the shade Pomegranate Clout. So I did have this in a different shade. I have the purple one, but it had no color. So some of them are sheer, some do have a hint of color. I decided to pick this up because I saw Juicy Jazz mention that it was Juicy Jazz mentioned that it was a good alternative to the Fenty Gloss Bomb Heat in the hot cherry color. And this one is a good option if you don't like plumping lip glosses because it gives you a very similar look. And honestly, I don't know if this formula is a little bit different than the purple one, but I do like this one. I almost find that it stays in place a little bit better than other lip glosses. It definitely has like a balmy texture to it, and I love that it just gives you like that hint of red. So it's very, very subtle. It's perfect for the spring season. So again, I don't know if the formula varies between the shades or if the reason I didn't like the purple one was just because it was truly like a clear color and I wasn't really getting anything from it. But this one is such a pretty option for the spring. You guys, my skin has been so dry. It has been a very long winter, and I discovered two different body lotions that I love that make such a difference. So I've been using these daily, and I'll continue to use them in the spring heading into the summer as well. The first one is from Beauty Pie. This is possibly the best body moisture that I've ever tried. This is their Super Healthy Skin Deluxe Body Moisture Cream. First of all, this smells so good. It has this gorgeous citrus scent, which I honestly feel like is perfect for the spring season. It just kind of wakes you up in the morning, which I love. I apply this every single morning after I take a shower, and my skin feels hydrated throughout the day. This is such an interesting texture because it feels very rich, very moisturizing, but a little bit goes such a long way because it sinks into the skin in almost the way that like a gel cream formula would. It's so nourishing. It's so hydrating. I don't know what they put in here. I mean, they tell you it has softening hibiscus flower oil droplets, nourishing shea butter. Whatever they did to this, it is magic because I can't get enough of it. Honestly, this is like my number one. It's pretty much replaced all of my other body moisturizers, and it's definitely affordable if you are a Beauty Pie member. I think it's under $20. I've been trying out a ton of Beauty Pie skincare and body care products, and I am blown away. So I'll definitely do a video soon sharing my favorites, but This is a daily staple for sure. I also wanted to mention this one. This one is the Whim by Ulta Beauty Coconut Sorbet Body Cream. So I've talked about the watermelon one before, and I still have that one. I think it's really nice, but it is a strong watermelon scent. So I recently picked up this one. And again, the formula is really nice. It almost has like a gel cream texture. Like when you initially apply this, it feels a little bit thicker. And then as you rub it into your skin, it just spreads on so nicely and your skin feels refreshed. Like it feels very lightweight, it sinks in. This one doesn't have like a typical coconut scent. It's almost like a coconut vanilla scent. So it's a little bit more subtle, which I think is kind of nice. If you like coconut, but you don't want anything too strong or over the top, then you'll like this scent. But both of these go on nicely. The Beauty Pie one definitely is my favorite out of the two, but I do think that this is a good option if you prefer to shop at Ulta Beauty or you're just in the store looking for a nice option. There are a lot of complexion products that I could talk about in today's video, but I feel like I've talked about them a lot on my channel. You know, I have with some of these products as well. Sometimes I feel like I'm being a little repetitive when I mention the same products over and over. Some people appreciate it because they know that it is like a tried and true favorite. Some people don't want to hear about the same things over and over. So I try to strike a balance. It's tough because it is my job to review and test out new makeup, but just like anyone else, I do have favorite products that are like tried and true favorites. So I want to mention two complexion products I haven't mentioned as much on my channel. In fact, I don't know if I've mentioned this in a beauty video. I did apply it in a vlog video when I was doing like quick 10-minute makeup, but this is the Huda Beauty FauxFilter foundation stick. So I have the shade Panna. I will say that this is a little bit light for me, but typically I can make it work if I just apply a little bit of bronzer. I might actually purchase a deeper shade and kind of mix them together. This is so quick and easy to use. You just apply it to your skin, blend it out. It gives you a beautiful, like natural to medium coverage. You can build it up to some extent, but honestly, the reason why I like it is because when you blend it out, it does look really natural on the skin, and it just gives your skin a beautiful, smooth finish. I would say my skin tends to get oily by the end of the day when I use this, but I don't mind because I feel like it's easy to touch up. I might apply a little bit more or go in with powder, and I just think that it looks really nice and soft on the skin without being too over the top. So this has been a staple for me when I'm in a hurry, and I also want more of a natural look. I also wanted to mention the Tower 28 Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Tinted Sunscreen. This is so good when you just want like a very light amount of coverage. It protects your skin, and typically I will use another SPF underneath because I feel like you have to apply a lot of this product if you're just using it as your only SPF. But it is nice to have this as added protection on top, and this just makes your skin look so smooth. I like this so much more than I thought I was going to, but if we're just going for like a walk around the neighborhood, or I'm running errands, or I don't want to take the time to do like a full makeup routine, this is so nice because it just evens out my skin tone in a very, very subtle way, which I like. Sometimes I'll just skip makeup altogether, but sometimes you feel like you just want a little something, and this is so quick and easy to use. I just blend it out with my fingers and I'm good to go. The last thing I want to share with you guys are my favorite nails for summer. So I've been wearing static nails, I think for, when did I discover this brand? Probably like back in the summertime, and I fell in love because these actually stay on. I've never tried at-home nails or press-on nails that actually last. So these have lasted a while. Now sometimes one will pop off and I'll glue it back on, but I don't know if it's, you know, that I've gotten better at applying them or my nails have changed. Whatever the reason, they seem to last even longer now than they did when I initially tried them. So I feel like I've learned a few tricks along the way. I don't know what it is, but these look so beautiful on the nails. I am a nail biter, so no matter what I do, my natural nails never look good. And I've just enjoyed having pretty nails. I feel like I do a lot on camera that are like close-up shots, especially now with like TikTok and Instagram Reels. So I just like to have my nails done, and it just makes me feel good. I feel like I can sit down like once every 2 to 3 weeks, do my nails. It's my me time. Anyway, I typically share some of my favorites every few months because I do wear them so much, and I try different colors, but my favorite for spring is definitely milky pink. This is just one of my favorites all around because I feel like it's such a pretty, subtle color. You do get like a light sheer wash of pink, but it's not too over the top. But I also love nude peach. I don't typically wear this one, or I haven't really worn this one in the fall and the winter, but I feel like it's a nice option for spring because it's a little bit warmer than milky pink, and I feel like it's just something, you know, a little bit more springtime appropriate for me personally. I do really like the darker nails too, but I feel like the lighter nails look nicer longer. I don't know if that's true or I just made that up in my mind, but I do like the lighter ones. I feel like I can get them to stretch a little bit longer than the darker ones. So I just thought I would share two of my favorites in case you're into static nails. They do sell them at Ulta but I just ordered directly from the Static Nails website. Okay, so that's everything I wanted to share with you guys in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks again to Glaze for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to put a link in my code in the description box below, but if you use the code Andrea20, you can get 20% off your order. I think you guys will love their products. So let me know in the comments below what your spring staples are. I would love to know, and I'll see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.